video footage of a girl believed to be Celeste at David's concert in late August has surfaced, which would be the last date she was seen alive, but the internet is divided on the latest update about this footage. A girl who looks a lot like Celeste was spotted at David's concert on either the 23rd or the 24th of August in Silver Spring, Maryland. She was up on the balcony on the side of the stage watching on, and it's hard to deny that she resembles Celeste. She looks a lot like her.
Within hours, bruh, this clip went dummy viral. I'm talking major accounts racking up millions of views after posting this video.
Images unfortunately aren't super clear, but her hair resembles the hair we know Celeste had from her photos. And she was also wearing a black tube top at this concert, which is what we know she was wearing when she was found dead in David's trunk based on police reports. In another video, we see David pointing at the girl on the balcony while he makes a half heart. The guy she's standing next to is also David's brother, which raises even more questions, and particularly how much did he know about Celeste and David's relationship.
A brand new clip just blew up online showing a girl who looks almost identical to Celeste popping up at one of D4vd's concerts, and the moment had David straight up panicking. Fans immediately started whispering that maybe he isn't as innocent as he's been claiming. And now, with the pressure piling up, it feels like investigators are circling in fast. This whole situation is spiraling wild, so let's break it down. That viral concert footage hit the net right in the middle of one of the darkest stories tied to David's name. The shocking case of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez already had the entire city stunned after her body was discovered on September 8, 2025. Her remains were found in the front trunk, the FR, of a Tesla Model X registered to the rising singer himself. The second that news dropped, the city was in disbelief. Celeste, who was from LA and known for running away from home before, had been missing since April 2024. The last verified sighting of her alive came from security footage at a liquor store in March that same year. Even crazier, her mom had told reporters that Celeste was supposedly dating someone named David, but the family had never even met him. That little detail had everyone's alarm bells ringing from day one. When police finally found her body, the Tesla had already been towed on September 3rd to Hollywood Tow on Bluebird Avenue. Neighbors said the vehicle had been abandoned for almost a month near Doheny Drive in the Hollywood Hills. Workers only called it in after a horrible smell started leaking from the car. LAPD showed up, popped open the front trunk, and made the horrifying discovery: Celeste's decomposed remains. But here's where it gets even darker. The autopsy results released in late September didn't confirm a cause of death right away. They had to wait for toxicology reports. What they did confirm, though, was that Celeste had already been dead for weeks before being found. That puts her death sometime in late July or early August of 2025, which is critical because it would have been before David even kicked off his tour. On September 23rd, 2025, everything flipped upside down.
Timing here is very important because the concert was about 12 days before David's abandoned Tesla was towed from the Hollywood Hills area near his house. Authorities have said that her body was very badly decomposed, which has led a lot of us to believe she would have had to be dead for at least some length of time before they found her. If that was her in the video, this raises the question of whether or not 12 days was enough time for her body to decompose to the state that it was in.
Out of nowhere, someone dropped a comment under a true crime thread about Celeste's case, and attached to it were some grainy photos and a short concert clip from D4vd's August 24th show at the Fillmore in Silver Spring, Maryland. The post included 3 images, and one of them sent chills through the internet. It showed a teenage girl in a black tube top and dark wash jeans chilling on a VIP balcony. Right next to her, a young dude people swear is D4vd's own brother, Caleb Burke. Within hours, the internet went crazy. This wasn't just some small rumor. The clip spread like wildfire, hitting millions of views after big accounts reposted it. And the claim was shocking. If this girl really was Celeste, then she was alive at that concert on August 24th, just 15 days before her body was discovered. Keyboard detectives wasted no time, zooming in on every single frame. They were analyzing the girl's chin cleft, a detail Celeste was known to have. And some even claimed D4vd's quick glance toward the balcony proved he knew exactly who was up there. Reddit turned into a full-on investigation hub, with people dropping side-by-side comparisons. Celeste's last confirmed image from that March 2024 liquor store video where she wore Hello Kitty sandals versus the mystery balcony girl. The buzz got so loud, even mainstream media jumped in. Fox 11 LA aired a segment on September 24th featuring a parent who swore, "That girl on the balcony, that's Celeste. No cap, D4vd's brother is right there too. This is chilling." By the next day, September 25th, the headlines had gone international. Even The Independent in the UK picked up the story. Here's what made that concert footage so wild and so disturbing, all at the same time. The timing. That was the burning question lighting up every single comment section. Could a body really decompose that much in just 12 days? People weren't just debating, they were going at each other hard online. And that's where things got deadly serious. Because if this footage was the real deal, if that girl truly was Celeste Rivas at the concert, it would blow the whole case wide open. It would prove she was alive weeks after everyone thought she vanished. It would put her right inside David's circle at his show, kicking it with his own brother Caleb. And it would lock her time of death into a tiny, terrifying window, leaving massive questions about what really happened in those last days, or maybe even last hours. This identity crisis went from people just trying to figure out who was in a video to a straight-up internet mob investigation. And that frenzy, it came with real consequences for everybody tied to it. Let me break it down. The timestamp stamped the clip on August 24th, 2025 at 9:15 p.m. Eastern during David's set at the Fillmore Silver Spring, a historic 2,000 capacity venue at 8650 Colesville Road in Silver Spring, Maryland. His tour had sold out crowds, with tickets starting at $45, so the place was packed. Now picture this. The camera pans up to the balcony above the stage. There's a young woman, easily between 16 and 20 years old, leaning against the railing. She's rocking a fitted black tube top, high-waisted dark jeans, and layered necklaces. A fit crazy similar to Celeste's old 2023 selfies on socials. She's laughing, phone in hand, with that same visible chin, cleft, and long, straight, dark hair parted down the middle. Standing right next to her, a lanky teenage dude in a hoodie that fans instantly clocked as Caleb Burke, David's younger brother, who's 19. Alongside them were two other girls in crop tops, blending into the crew. But here's where the theories exploded. David's mid-performance, singing "Feel It," when he suddenly pauses, points directly at the balcony crew, and flashes a big smile.
No expert on this stuff, but I will say I was in LA during September during this time, and it was extremely hot. So the fact that she was in a trunk, closed up, wrapped in plastic in that heat, could potentially speed up the decomposition process, in my mind, but also according to ChatGPT.
The video audio is fuzzy, but fans claimed he was saying, "Y'all up there wildin'." Then the girl waves back all hyped, and David waves again. Fans later swore this wasn't just casual crowd energy. They said it was straight up flirtatious eye contact, proof of some deeper connection. And it didn't stop there. Soon after, blurry backstage photos started circulating, allegedly pulled from Caleb's phone and leaked on Discord. The images only fueled more speculation that the mystery girl wasn't just some random fan, but someone close to them both. The so-called proof kept stacking up. One leaked photo showed the mystery girl hugging up on Caleb after the show, time-stamped at 11:47 p.m. on August 24th. Another shot, originally posted on the venue's Instagram story before being deleted, showed that same balcony squad posing with glow sticks like they were living it up. To the internet, it all felt too perfect, like every detail was sliding neatly into this dark narrative people were already running with. If the sighting was real, it matched David's tour schedule perfectly. From August 20th through the 28th, he was in the Northeast, meaning his Tesla had been left behind in LA, where it racked up parking tickets on August 28th and again on September 6th. That lined up eerily well with the abandoned car timeline investigators were piecing together. But here's what got lost in all the chaos: the hard details. The medical examiner's office listed Celeste's height at just 5 feet 1 inch and her weight at 71 pounds. That didn't really match the girl on video, who clearly looked older and built differently. Still, the internet didn't care. They had already decided the girl in the clip was Celeste, no debate. The idea that it was just some random fan who happened to look like her? Nobody wanted to believe that when the story seemed so juicy and perfectly aligned. Then came the bombshell that flipped everything upside down. On September 25th, News Nation's Banfield show aired an exclusive segment that shut the speculation down cold. The girl on the balcony wasn't Celeste at all. She was 18-year-old Mia Lopez, a die-hard David fan from Bethesda, Maryland. Mia admitted she had been at the concert with her friends and confirmed she'd linked with Caleb Burke through mutual TikTok follows. When she saw the internet losing its mind over the viral clip, she came forward herself, providing rock-solid receipts. Her ticket stub showing seat B12 on the balcony.
Who posted and reported on these videos has updated their article to say that the woman in the videos is not Celeste Rivas, according to a source that is connected to the case. So that could potentially be even a police officer that has already looked into this in their investigation. The fact that they very clearly made this update and blatantly said it is not her according to their source connected to the case makes it sound like they are absolutely sure.
Timestamp selfies from August 24th and even a wristband photo straight from the venue. But here's the kicker. The timeline destroyed the theory completely. Forensic pathologist Dr. Judy Meek, consulted by News Nation, explained that Celeste's death was placed between late July and early August 2025 based on insect activity and tissue breakdown inside the Tesla's frunk. That means she was gone at least 3 weeks before that concert even happened. LAPD even addressed the viral frenzy at their September 27th press conference, making it clear the balcony sighting was nothing more than internet noise. And yet, even after all that proof, even after Mia's identity was confirmed without a doubt, plenty of people in the comments refused to let go. They swore they knew what they saw, clinging to the first version of the story instead of the truth. That's the psychological trap of viral scandals. Once an image sticks in people's heads, it warps the way they see the whole case. And while the balcony theory was buried for good, the real question still loomed. What actually happened to Celeste Rivas Hernandez? Time to lay out the facts of the official investigation. As of September 30th, 2025, the LAPD is still knee-deep in the investigation into Celeste's death, with the case being handled by the Hollywood Division's Homicide Unit. Right now, it's officially classified as a death investigation instead of a confirmed homicide. But detectives have stressed one thing clearly. No matter how she died, the fact her body was hidden in that Tesla was a criminal act on its own. So far, no arrests, no official suspects, and no one publicly named. Not even David. But the heat is on him heavy, especially after he canceled all his U.S. tour dates under the storm of scrutiny. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner dropped Celeste's death certificate on September 29th, and it shut down one of the wildest rumors flooding the internet. The certificate confirmed she was not pregnant, nor had she been in the past year. That rumor had been fueling online conspiracy theories, and the confirmation killed it cold. But the real answers still aren't here. Cause and manner of death remain pending, with toxicology and lab tests still in progress. Then came a bombshell update. On September 29th, LAPD Captain Scott M. Williams, commanding officer of the Hollywood Division, gave People magazine an official statement that crushed the concert sighting theory once and for all. He said, "We know for sure that Celeste Rivas Hernandez died, and someone placed her body in the front trunk of David Burke's Tesla. We know the Tesla had been parked at that location for several weeks, so it is very likely Celeste had been dead for weeks before she was discovered." Williams also made it clear until they know the cause of death, they can't determine who might face charges beyond concealing her body. But investigators are still digging deep into possible foul play. This timeline is key, and it kills the concert theory instantly. The Tesla racked up parking tickets on August 28th and September 3rd, then got impounded on September 6th. At first, there was no odor in the tow yard report, but by September 8th, the stench forced workers to crack it open, and that's when Celeste's remains were found. So what's the LAPD actually working on right now? Detectives are running down every angle. On September 17th and 18th, homicide detectives raided David's West Hollywood rental, not far from where the car was found. They seized a laptop, computers, and multiple evidence bags that could have contained phones, hard drives, or other digital devices. No arrests were made, and David wasn't even there when it went down. But the feds walked out heavy with evidence. Another search of the exact street where the Tesla had been parked turned up even more items of interest. But make no mistake, the vehicle itself has become the centerpiece of this investigation. One detective even called it the single most important piece of evidence in the entire case. And here's the wild part. The tech side could blow this case wide open. Forensics teams have been fully processing that Model X, pulling DNA swabs from the frunk and lifting partial prints from bags inside the car, according to leaked reports. This is where the science might crack the mystery once and for all. The investigation has gotten deep into the tech side of things. Detectives pulled tire tread samples, travel history, and app data from the Tesla. But there's one major limitation. The Sentry Mode cameras were reportedly switched off. That means no video footage from the car itself. Still, the digital trail doesn't lie. OBD-2 port data shows the last drive went down around July 28th, leaving David's crib. Subpoenaed Tesla logs reveal the frunk was popped open that same day in LA. And investigators believe that could be the exact moment Celeste's body was placed inside the car. Cops have been heavy on the digital subpoenas too. Records from Discord, X, and TikTok tied to Celeste's accounts showed emo-style posts about toxic love and even geotags pinged near David's address. On top of that, investigators have pulled David's phone records, and alleged 2023 DMs have sparked serious questions about his connections to her. The neighborhood canvas added more fuel to the fire. Over 20 neighbors told police they'd seen a teenage girl, possibly Celeste, at parties before David's tour kicked off. And then there's a wild twist. TMZ dropped old footage from August 2024 that seems to show Celeste in a heated argument with an unidentified man. That clip alone could flip the early April disappearance narrative on its head. Emerging leads have also pointed to Celeste using fake IDs to pass as a 19-year-old for club entry, which might explain how she crossed paths with David's circle. Her family even turned over photos showing bruises on her body, though the images are undated and still being reviewed by investigators. But here's the real elephant in the room. The insane damage caused by that viral concert footage. Even though the balcony girl rumor got debunked within 48 hours, the harm was already done. It amped up suspicions against David. It pulled attention away from actual evidence. And it even led to fans doxing Mia Lopez before her identity was cleared. What started as detective work by the internet turned into mob justice. The same kind of chaos we've seen before in high-profile tragedies like Gabby Petito's case. Celeste's family has begged the public to stop chasing rumors and instead focus on helping investigators. They even dropped the LAPD tip line, 213-485-2500, urging people to send real leads that could actually move the case forward. At the end of the day, this entire saga, blending celebrity culture, online clout chasing, and a devastating loss, shows how quickly false narratives can spiral out of control. When something looks like it fits a story we've already built in our heads, we need to stop and ask, is this real evidence or just what we want to see? The truth is cold and simple. As of right now, the case remains open. DNA pulled from the plastic bags and the Tesla is still being analyzed. Toxicology results are expected mid-October and detectives are waiting on a full digital dump of evidence. If foul play is officially confirmed, warrants could drop next. Meanwhile, David's silence continues and Celeste's family is even pushing for federal involvement if the case stalls out. What we know for sure? A 15-year-old girl is dead. Her body was hidden in a Tesla under chilling circumstances. Somebody out there knows exactly what happened, and justice for Celeste Rivas Hernandez won't come from Reddit threads or viral TikToks. It'll come from patient, methodical police work that cuts through the noise and follows the evidence no matter how long it takes. The balcony footage saga taught us a harsh truth. In the rush to crack the case, the internet can destroy innocent lives, derail investigations, and bury the real story. Mia Lopez got caught in the crossfire, and detectives had to waste valuable time debunking viral lies instead of chasing real leads that could have helped solve this tragedy. Justice for Celeste means facts, not fantasies. And that's where we'll leave it, fam. If you rocked with this breakdown, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and share this video with your people. We'll be back with more wild stories, only here on StarBuzz Daily. See you on the next one.